very disappointing news when it comes to the market. They're again in red after last week's bloodbath. Nifty and Sensex open in red today. Sensex dropping 220 points at 73,000 and Nifty at 60 points, dropping 60 points at 22,000. I'm going to go straight across to Business Today's Sakshi Batra for the very latest on that. Sakshi, just give us a sense of what's happening at the markets, with the markets, because this is really disappointing because the second week after the last week, the bloodbath here continues, isn't it?
Absolutely, Sneha, you're right. It's not looking good as far as the Indian markets go. In fact, we are nearing a level on the Nifty that's 21,800. If we slip towards that level, we would have given up all those gains that we had garnered in the stock markets after the Lok Sabha elections on June 4th, remember. So we are at the risk of, touching those levels as well. All of this happens after 5 months of consecutive losses that we have seen in the Indian stock market. Straight away from October till February, there's been no single month where the markets have posted a positive return, and this has broken a 28-year-old history as well in terms of the bearish move that has continued in the markets. Already in the mid and the small caps, the broader markets, we have entered a bear market territory. The Nifty is just 4% away from entering a 20% lower space from its peak as well. So that's definitely not looking good. A whole host of factors that are pulling down the markets. It's the foreign investors that are pulling down a whole host of stocks and wealth from the Indian stock markets and putting in brighter spots across the world like China and US, where the economies are turning for the better. And in the last 5 months, we've already seen $25 billion of pullout from the foreign portfolio investors in the Indian stock markets, and the sell-off continues unabated. Even on Friday, we saw 11,000 odd crore rupees of massive sell-off by the FIIs, and that continues as well. Remember, the second key factor is Donald Trump and the tariff talk that has been worrying the global markets as well. Just this week, starting tomorrow, is when the tariffs kickstart on Mexico and on Canada, and additional 10% tariffs on China as well. And that's really leading to a lot of uncertainty as to how things will shape up as far as India is concerned, and the tariffs or reciprocal tariffs with India will be concerned as well. So that's really keeping the market sentiment under check as well. Large caps, banks, you talk about any sector, all of them are actually under pain at this point in time. Of course, this is despite the 6.2% GDP growth that we posted on Friday evening. That was in line with expectations, but the markets are not even able to get a straight sense that, okay, we are on a good path or a strong path as far as the growth is concerned. Apart from this, it's the earnings, the corporate earnings that are continuously weakening. This is the third straight quarter that we have seen weak earnings continue from the India Inc. Listed on the stock markets. And the fourth quarter that begins very shortly from now is something that again continues to be under question as to whether growth will return for India Inc. as well. So all of these confluence of factors leading to sharp losses in the Indian stock markets, and Indian investors have already lost 20 lakh crore rupees of wealth in the last 1 week. We'll have to see whether March continues to be another painful series.
Also give us a sense of gold, Sakshi. What about the other PSUs? I understand that of the 30 Sensex stocks were in the green. So just 4 out of 30 in the green. Which ones were they?
Absolutely. So, Sneha, if you look at it, it's the IT and the auto pack that are still holding up. Remember, the auto sales figures came in on Saturday. So some of those stocks like Eicher Motors, M&M, they are holding up. Ultratech Cement is up as well. That's on the back of brokerage houses updates coming in. Remember, Ultratech Cement last week announced that it is going to venture into cables and wires business as well. And that's going to lead to a lot of disruption. So those are some of the 3-4 stocks that are actually up and about. You also have some FMCG names like Britannia that's holding up, life insurance names like HDFC Life that's holding up, but that's about it. It's a handful of stocks, but most of the technical experts who we are speaking to are still not confident of actually looking at these bright spots also to latch on to them at this point in time, because they say that this could be a dead cat bounce and we could be in for some sharper sell-off as well.